What's up, everybody? It's Patrick from WP Builder Helper with another, let's call it a review, let's call it a go-over. So today we're going to be talking about a builder that one of my viewers, Fernando, shout out to Fernando, great guy, basically set me up on like a server that I could use and let me basically use this this builder that's been out for quite some time. So I wanted to go over it, and the builder itself is called Themify. Now, some of you have probably already heard of Themify, some of you probably use it. I don't know how popular it is. They say they have a ton of customers, and to be quite honest with you, I've never even heard of them until Fernando had kind of said, hey, check out Themify. I think that you'll take and you'll like what you see. You know, here's a demo site. Go ahead and install it, play with it, do all of this. It's not going to be a full tutorial. Maybe later on I'll do that if he allows me to kind of keep using it or whatever. But this is just going to be an overview, a basic overview of what Themify is and how it works. So Themify, as you can already see, is kind of like a page builder, and it's very similar, at least from what I see, to the stuff that you would find with Elementor, with Brizzy, with Oxygen. It's got a lot of the same things. As a matter of fact, for the most part, it looks very, very similar, I would say, to... It's weird. It's like a cross between Elementor and like Divi, if that makes any sense. It's just very, very interesting the way that they take and they do this builder. Apparently, it has a ton of add-ons that you could use. So what they did was they went kind of a different way. If you need something like one of these add-ons, then essentially you can take and just install it, which I'm sure helps cut down on the amount of crap that's loading in the background. It's something you really haven't seen with, I shouldn't say you haven't seen it with a lot of other builders, because you have seen it with some other builders. There's other builders that kind of use this same model, but it's interesting that they allow you to do this. So you can go in and you can use these I guess you would call them these plugins that they use, and basically they just add new functionality to it. So you can see normal link, new window. So normal link, when you click it, just goes back. New window clicks a new window. That's cool. This opens up a light box, and then that's modal content. So it's got this like button pro where you can literally you click on one of these and it takes you to a certain thing. That's pretty neat. I mean, it's got some functionality. It's got some use. Scroll to the next row, scroll back up. It's just got some different things that it does with the builder. So I wanted to take a look. So I basically built this sample site using some of their test content, and the idea of it was to take and look at it and see what it was. Now, I did notice something when I was playing with it. I like the buttons. I like the way the styling is. It feels very responsive. It's very quick. It's very intuitive. I think that I could figure out what everything is. You know, obviously this is a column styling. You got this for the actual styling, and then this is the actual, I guess, your row styling or whatever, your div styling. So it's got all of that. It's got your button styling. You go in here, you can click your button, and you can click styling, and you can click edit. The one thing that I've noticed that I don't like about it, and this is just my personal opinion, is I feel like you should be able to click on this text, and you can't. You kind of go into this, to this builder, essentially, change button. So that's kind of weird, but, because every other page builder at this point, you can pretty much click on something, and you're used to the fact that when you click on it, you're going to be able to go in and edit it. And you can edit it, you just have to edit it over here. So you'd have to change new heading, which isn't a bad thing. It just kind of reminds me of like the old style. Now, one thing I do like is up at the top here, they have like these, what they would call breadcrumbs, essentially, where you can look and see the column, the row, and everything, and it'll let you go in that. I like it, and it's very minimalistic. That's really, really cool. And I know other builders do it, but they use more bloated systems. I like that within a click, I can see where something is in the structure of something. That's very, very nice that you can click on here and see, oh, it's in a column, and that column's in this and that and that. It's just, it's nice. It's a nice touch. I like this space. It's very good use of space. And they've got some controls over here I was looking at. There's some hover mode, right click. You could turn off right click. Right now it does this, and it brings up all this. But if for some reason you need to turn that off, you can click it off. It's got padding dragging. If you're tired of getting off and accidentally, changing the padding to something, then you can take that off. And if you take it off, then you'll notice when we click on this, you can no longer adjust the padding by dragging it, which I think is pretty cool. I think that's neat that they added that into it. So, just looking at this and just playing with it and going over, the basics of it, I was playing with it, and once again, my biggest drawback is that you have to edit the text in here. I feel like we're at an age where you should be able to click on this and just edit it right in the builder. I don't know why you have to use this, but if that's the way they do it, then that's the way they do it, and I don't think there's anything wrong with it. It's just that's the way they're doing it. So if you go in here, you can kind of see that there's pretty much everything that you'd come to expect with a builder. It's got a lot of stuff that you can even drop in if you wanted to drop in. So let's drop in something. Just let's see what kind of stuff they have. Let's add another row in here. Do you have to drag the row? Oh, you do. You have to drag the row in. Okay, well, we'll drag it right there. Add another row, and then in that row we want to add in. See, so you got accordion, advanced post, alert, a box, a button, a gallery, a feature, a fancy heading, a divider, call out, icon, image, layout part, login, map, post, opt-in form, service, sign up form, slider, social share tab. I mean, just really, really a lot of stuff. A menu, site logo. So obviously it's a full page builder. Now, the one thing I didn't know, and I haven't looked into, and I haven't really gone into as much, is it's obviously got some dynamic content that it can put in, but I didn't see if you could take could I take the Bloxy theme and it allow you Elementor to basically build custom headers. I don't know if you can do that. I think you can. I think the builder allows you to, it says design any layout imaginable, but the builder just may be for design and layouts, but not the header and footer. I don't know, because it doesn't really say. It doesn't say, yeah, this is just doing layouts. So the builder, this is obviously similar to Divi's kind of thing. And then I think if you go the other one, there's some themes that allow you full header and footer functionality. I think Ultra, if I'm not mistaken, because we're using Ultra right now. I think Ultra allows you full header control. Yeah, logos, headers, footers. I think it allows you to do all of that. It's kind of built into it. So you kind of get that, and then you can kind of see what you can do with it, which is... Yeah, so here's here it is. Smart layout options, 17 header and design and page styles. So it's got some headers in it that allow you. Wow, it has got a ton of headers. That's pretty cool. More to come. No header. You've got some single post options if you want to do a single post. That's neat. Lots of different options for somebody who's maybe brand new to the game. It seems very, 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 very decent in terms of that. So one of the things I wanted to look at is, and people are going to argue with me and say that this is terrible, but I like to do it. I like to take themes like this, well, not themes, but just pages in general, and they'll say, oh, well, we're not set up for testing, and I like to test them. I like to run them through. I like to run them through some of the basic tests and just see where they come out. I mean, it doesn't matter. There's a lot of these themes, a lot of these builders that fail miserably on the page speed test. They come out terrible. Yeah, so you can see this part you pretty much ignored. The load time's not that, actually. It's not that bad. 2.4 seconds. It's kind of a large page. 40 requests, but not too bad. Not great on mobile. It's got some content issues there. Not terrible on this. It's not the worst. It's not the worst I've seen. I like to do it. Some people would say it's kind of useless because really this is a sales page. It's not meant to be used for things like that, so they don't care if it's slow. But when you're trying to cater to people who do care about speed, then it is a problem. Now, one of the things I do like about it is their pricing. Their pricing kind of falls in line with something like that of like Elegant Themes. So if we look at Elegant Themes, and this once again brings back something that I brought up a long time ago. When you look at Divi and you look at their pricing model, you'll notice they got $89 and $249. And Themify's got $249 and $89, and then it's also got this $59 model, and it apparently you only buy one theme. You don't get any of these other builders. It's just for a single theme, which to me, it makes more sense to get this than it does to get this. I'm not even sure why they have this. I guess if you just want a single theme, but really it makes more sense to get this. So, where does that put us? I like the fact that they have a lifetime license. I like the fact that their theme builder obviously seems very responsive. It seems very fluid. I like the styling of it. I like the way everything works. It feels good, like playing in it, just using it. It doesn't feel bad at all. My biggest concern with this, obviously, is that when you look at this pricing, they're pricing up against giants. Elegant Themes is a giant. It's a giant page builder. If you go to Elementor, they're pretty giant too. So Elementor is pretty giant, and granted, they don't give you any kind of lifetime pricing. You're up against some giant competition, and that's where I don't know where Themify comes in, because they're offering this type of pricing. I don't know. Maybe they do more discounts or something than other themes. I'm not exactly sure. I mean, I know I do like the builder add-ons. I think that that's cool. I think that that's really neat for making sure that you can kind of pick and choose what you want to load rather than having to load everything in the kitchen sink, which I think has been something that most page builders have struggled with. But I don't know if it's just my favorite. Now you can see they're working on the speed. I think a lot of page builders right now are kind of working on the speed. I think that's pretty cool. So, judging their page, and they say, Ultra and Shop are the multi-purpose themes, so our demos come. So they're obviously working on speed, doing some lazy loading and stuff like that, trying to make sure that it's loading much faster. So in all reality, that page test I did is probably useless because they're obviously doing some compiling. So that's good. I think most builders have to do some compiling. I think that that's pretty important for them to go in and actually take away some of the stuff. We saw that happen with Elementor just recently, and like I said, it was like a dumpster fire. Almost everything broke on most people's sites. I know that a lot of people were like, it's not that big of a deal, but for me it was kind of a big deal. I just didn't like that, but it's still not the worst. It's not my favorite. So it's funny. Where do you go with this theme? Where are you at? Now, I know that they're a Canadian company based out of Ontario. Not that location matters, and it shouldn't matter, but, some people are interested in that. They want to support local themes that are based in their area or whatever the case is. And if you're trying to support something, or local businesses, I should say, if you're trying to support something that's a local business, then obviously this is a better local business to support. It's got a lot of options. It's got a lot of themes. But apparently, the funny thing is the Ultra and the Shop theme are like the top themes, which I don't know why there's 48 other themes. It's weird. I think that this muddles their what they're trying to sell, because I think nowadays people aren't looking for themes. They're just buying full-on page builders that can take and do everything. When you've got a Brizzy, when you've got an Elementor, when you've got an Oxygen, when you've got a Beaver builder that can just build your theme from scratch, the theme matters less and less. It matters, but it only matters from a speed perspective and less about what options are you using, unless you're combining the page builder with a theme. So for instance, maybe I wanted to use Blocksy with Themify. Well, then that's useful because maybe I'm trying to design the content in it. But I think that this is kind of something that you're seeing because WooCommerce did this a long time ago. They weren't even called WooCommerce; they were called Woo Themes back in the day. But they had like a buttload of themes, and then they came out with WooCommerce and basically just turned into WooCommerce. And then they got bought out by WordPress, and that was in game for them. So, this has been a long overview, but it's not something very, very deep. I'm not diving deep into this. I just wanted to talk about it. I think it's a decent builder. I think their pricing's a little bit off. Is their pricing bad? No. I think that it's cool that they're offering a lifetime, and obviously they're not straying from this. I think that it's weird that I just think that it's weird that I don't know. Something is off with this pricing to me. It just feels weird. Like, if I wanted to buy this, why wouldn't I just go buy Divi, which is more established? And maybe they'll come out and they'll say, oh, we're faster or whatever, but Divi's been trying to speed up, and so is Elementor. So, I don't know. I don't know where you sit with this. I don't know. I like the fact that it's unlimited. I like the fact that you don't have to choose. They're not saying, oh, well, you know what, unlimited sites no matter what you buy. I think that that's cool. I'm glad that they're doing that. It's just, I don't know where it stands in the page builder market. I don't know where this belongs. I like it. I just don't know where it belongs. In a page builder world where you can click on something, I can go into a Brizy and I can edit text with just a simple click, and I don't have to use this. It's just weird to me. It's weird. It's weird because it's just not something that you're used to. It's like it's trying to use an old method of page building, which has long since been gone for quite some time. Do I hate this? No, I don't hate it at all. As a matter of fact, I think it's rather good the way they did it. I like their UI. I just wish I had the ability to edit some of this stuff on the fly, without having to go through and edit it over here. But overall, I think the builder's pretty cool. I don't think it's bad. I think it's neat. I think it's got some potential. I'm interested to see what it becomes over time. It's obviously got export and import. I think that's pretty cool. That looks straight like it's out of kind of Divi, because Divi has the export and import. So it looks like they kind of took some liberties. They've used some things from Divi. They've used some things from Elementor. I like a lot of the stuff that they have in here. I like the fact that they've got your modules and you've got some blocks that you can add in. So if you just click here, does that allow you to add in a block? Cool, neat. So you can kind of go in here and look through your blocks and find something that you want to use. If I want to add a pricing table in there, cool. It's not bad at all. I mean, that's pretty cool. I could see where this would be useful for somebody who maybe hates page builders, because maybe they just don't like typing. Maybe that's a problem for them or something. I don't find the need to not type stuff. I think it's relatively easy. But I could see where why you would want to use this. I don't think it's as bad as some of the other copycat page builders that I've used in the past. And I don't think this is a copycat page builder by any means. Don't let that dissuade you. But it's something that you could check out. I just think their pricing is off. For me, their pricing is a little bit off. $89 and $249 when you've got elegant themes paying $89 and $249. I get it. You need to get paid for what you do. I don't doubt that. But it feels like, why wouldn't I just go buy Divi? If, maybe, I don't know. Maybe it's not as bloated. Maybe they should do some videos on that showing how bloated Divi is compared to theirs. I'm not sure. But I do like the fact that they got lifetime. So once again, this is just me shouting out if you like this channel or your first time being here, welcome. I do page builder tutorials, I do WordPress tutorials, I do a little bit of everything. And I want to give a shout out once again to Fernando. Thank you for allowing me to just use this builder. I know it's been a long time coming and I should have recorded this video a long time ago, but this is just an overview for it. I may do more videos if you guys like it, if I get enough thumbs up and I get enough likes and comments and all that stuff down below. I'll take and I'll do another video. Maybe I'll build a page from scratch or whatever, just to kind of go over and show you what a website could look like using Themify if you want to see it. If not, then we'll move on, but we'll keep it in the back of the head, in my back of my head, and I'm going to keep tabs on it and see what else they're coming out with and keep playing with it and see where we go from here. All right, thank you guys, and I will see you guys next time.